Hello, everyone. Hi, it's Cheryl Arkle, Better Reading. As you can see, I'm on my own today. Jane is away. She's had to attend a memorial service, so she's not with me today. But I am here with a huge stack of books. June has been such a big month for us, so you know how it works. I tell you what I'm reading, and you tell us what you're reading. So welcome, Cheryl Arkle, Better Reading. Thank you for joining us. I know that so many of you love this segment, as we do. Okay, so I am going to start with our book of the week. Yay! I'm going to go that way. Okay, here we go. Matt Nabel. Now, you will know Matt. He's an actor, but he's also a writer of fiction, and Still is his new novel. It's wonderful. It's a page-turning new mystery. It's set in the humid and haunting landscape of Darwin in 1963. It's our book of the week. Now, a little bit about Matt. Now, this is very much like, if you like The Dry, you will like Still. But also, Matt was actually in The Dry, the movie. So for all of those that saw The Dry, you would have seen Matt Nabel there. I think he played the older guy, I can't remember, the aggressive guy, the older one in the pub. But anyway, that's our book of the week, and that's out now. So hello, everybody. Welcome. Cheryl Arkle, what are you reading? I'm here by myself because Jane's off. But tell me what you're reading, and we'll tell you what we're reading. Okay, so that's Matt Nabel, and that's book of the week. Now, I want to talk to you about this beautiful book, Rue Lee. Wonderful. Look at this cover. It's called Good Indian Daughter. It's a wonderful book. It's funny, it's heartbreaking, and it's a memoir about growing up with the weight of family expectations, cultural expectations on her shoulder. Rue actually has a daughter, and what comes with having a daughter, and she uses all of that to unpack her own family trauma, but in a really beautiful way. It's a gorgeous book. I just love the cover so much. Can you see that? It's beautifully textured, and it looks like a beautiful Indian tapestry. So that's out now too. Okay, so I'm going to go through what you're reading, and you know how it works. Tell me what you're reading. Hi, Mary. Tracy's reading The Song of Achilles. Zora says hello. Me here have purchased Still, but presently reading Falling. So Still is that. So that's out now. Gail loving Barbara Erskine's Dreamweaver, historical dual timeline. Becca's reading Wildflower Ridge by Maya Linnell. Mary, I have ordered Still from Target. Can't wait to read it. What else have we got? Matt Nabel. He was in Jasper Jones, was he? There you go. So Matt Nabel was in Jasper Jones. I didn't know that. I don't think I've seen the movie. I've read the book and loved it, but I haven't seen the movie Jasper Jones. But anyway, there you go. Sue is reading Platform 7. Zora is reading Love Objects by Emily Maguire. That's been a really popular book, and we're so happy for Emily. Still looks awesome, Beck says, which is true. And Karen is reading Just Falling, which I will talk about Falling by TJ Newman. Karen, thanks for giving me this segue. She is being interviewed this week, Friday, 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And Dervla McTiernan is going to be interviewing her and talking to her about her book. That is a terrific event. So Dervla with TJ Newman this week, this Friday, 12 o'clock. So jump on and have a chat with both authors. So that's coming up this Friday. Helen, hi, Cheryl and everyone. I'm just about to start reading Spring Clean for the Peach Queen after finishing the Jam Queens yesterday and loving it. We love the Jam Queens. Mary reading Unsheltered by Claire Malenta. Well, thanks, Mary. Another segue. I've got it right here. That was Unsheltered by Claire Maleta. That was our book of the week last week. Really fabulous book. Claire, I hope you're enjoying it. And it's a thrilling debut set in a dystopian Australian society ravaged by climate change, and a mother is in search of her daughter against all the odds. So tell us what you think of that. So that was our book of the week last week. Gosh, we've got so much to get through. Hey, I want to talk about this. This is coming in October. right? It's not out now, so just know this. However, I went to this wonderful event. This is a proof copy. It's Tricia Stringer. You'll know Tricia from the Family Inheritance. And this is her new book coming in October. Now, I went to an event with Tricia the other day. Hey, can you see those photos? That's Tricia and I at the top. But I also wanted to show you the seating arrangements and my dessert. That was a cream caramel. It was at a restaurant in Sydney called Hervé, I think. Beautiful French restaurant, and just such a beautiful night with Tricia. I had such a great time. Anyway, sometimes our life here can be a little bit glamorous, and I thought I would share those photos with you. So anyway, this book from Tricia is out in October. We'll be talking about it anyway, closer to the time. Okay, what else have we got? Give me another segue, people. Alita is reading The Gambling Man by David Baldacci. She reads like a Bogart movie, very entertaining, love that. Just finished A Girl, Bronwyn, loved it. Linda says hi Linda. Sandra, hi Sandra. Let me just get back to Sandra. I've lost you. It's hard doing it on your own. Now, as you can see, I'm here on my own because Jane is away. She's attending a memorial today. Hi, this is Catherine reading The Wailing Woman and just finished previewing Daughter of the River Country. Oh, fantastic. I hope you're enjoying both of those. Jane is reading Falling at the moment, still is on her bedside table. So she's got those too. I want to talk about, you might remember Michael Muhammad Ahmed. He wrote a book a few years ago called The Lebs about growing up. It was a fiction account, but kind of semi-autobiographical about going to a school in Western Sydney, a boys' school, and his experience there. This is his new book. It's called The Other Half You. It is The Other Half of You. It's a beautiful book because, again, it's fiction, but it's also autobiographical because Michael has since had a child, and he talks about that in just such a beautiful and tender way. Anyway, I recorded a podcast with him. The book is out now. Look out for the podcast. You will really enjoy it. Okay, don't forget to listen to our podcasts because they're fantastic and we've got so many out at the moment. What's out this week? I think Toxic is out this week and something else. And Kathy Kelly, right. Okay. Mary's reading Unsheltered by Claire Moletta. Emma says hi. Linda is reading Magpie's Bend by Maya Linnell. Kaz is reading Girl A by Abigail Dean. Kat, hi, I'm currently reading The Darker Shore by Karen Brooks, loving it. Donna, hi Donna. Yes, we know you're in lockdown. Really, our hearts go out to you in Melbourne. Hopefully it won't be for too much longer. And Donna has started reading The Girl in the Ladder by Emily Gunnis. Linda is reading Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Jenny, hi Jenny. She's reading The Night Letter by Denise Leith and loving it. Highly recommend. She was great. I recorded a beautiful podcast with her actually. It's a lovely book. Karen meant to say hi. Hi Cheryl, just about to download. Still can't wait. I mean, wonderful book. Now, our event next Wednesday night is In My Defence. And then this is a really quirky book. It's called In My Defence, I Have No Defence. And the event is Wednesday, the 9th of June. So that's meet the author on Facebook at 8 p.m, Australian Eastern Standard Time. This is a really wild and funny memoir. It's about one woman's reckoning with her inability to self-improve. So she feels as though that she needs to, read all those books that Jane reads, for instance, for self-improvement, but really can't get herself over the line with it. Really great book. Join us because I think she'll be really entertaining. She's brutally honest and you'll enjoy this event. And that's next Wednesday night. So much happening. What am I doing? Tell me what you're reading. Okay. Karen, I've got whatever. I've lost my place. Meryl, reading Whatever Happened to Margot by Margaret Durrell. Terry just started The Broken Shore by Peter Temple. Wow, lovely. An oldie but a goldie. Emma is reading The Prison Healer. So good. Lee is reading Spring Clean for the Peach Queen. Enjoyed it. Just started Lovebirds by Amanda Hampson. Love all her books. We do too, actually, and we love Amanda. Robin just starting 100 Remarkable Feats. Fiona is reading nothing at the moment, just wanting some ideas. Well, Fiona, you have come to the right place. We are full of ideas. If you can't find a book here, you'll never find a book. Is that right, everybody? Are you new to us, Fiona? If you are, welcome. Hey, I just want to talk about this really quickly. Great Circle by Maggie Sheepstead. I follow Nigella Lawson on Instagram, and I noticed that she read it too the other day, and high praise. Now she's a great reader, Nigella, but she very rarely talks about books. I think she's got $2 million on $2 million, not $2 million, 2 million followers on Instagram, and she was giving this book a great rap. She just read it and loved it, so I just thought I'd mention that as well. Nora Roberts, I know that you're all reading and loving it. Legacy. I mean, she's a superstar. She's a New York Times bestseller, as you know. And this is a thrilling standalone book about a mother and daughter, ambition and romance, and the trauma of the past. She's, a brilliant writer, and I think she puts out a hit so often. I don't know what number this book is, but it's number a lot is what I can tell you. Okay, what do we got? Lisa is reading Light Seekers by Femi Kayode. Sandra is reading Still Love by, I think it's Favell Parrott. It's not Facebook Parrott. I think it's Favell is her name. And that was a really good book. Jean, I think that's a typo, just finished Champagne War and really enjoyed it. Now, that gets me onto something. Champagne War, thank you for the segue. Lots of segues today. Okay, Fiona Macintosh has a brand new book out. Can you see that? It's called Mirror Man, and it's a bit shiny, and that's why it's just shimmering there with the camera. This is Fiona's third book in her DCI Jack Hawkesworth series. It's her crime series, unlike her historical sagas, like the Champagne War. Same author, but just a different genre. It's gritty, it's action-packed, and it's a really good crime thriller, and she's a wonderful writer. So that's Fiona Macintosh, and I think we'll be talking to Fiona Macintosh soon. So via podcast, I think. Okay, so that's Fiona. I mean, so much to get through today. So Wendy is reading Slaughter in the Cotswold by Rebecca Tope. What have we got? I've lost my place. We've got some people coming in via YouTube. Welcome everybody via YouTube. People saying hello. Let me just see where I am. Wynne is reading Ken Dunn's new book, Art, Design, Life, the history of his art. Big, beautiful book. And what a wonderful artist as well. Tracy said that's a gorgeous cover of Trisha's new book, and it absolutely is. And as I said, that's out in October, Birds of a Feather. Can't wait for that. Natalie says, hello, hope you're well. I am well, thank you. Just finished, what do we got? Loose, so I can't see it. Sanatorium, that's what you've got. Sorry, my eyesight is dreadful at the moment. And just started The Guest List by Lucy Foley, which is one of Reese Witherspoon's book club picks, which is great. Reese is such a good reader. Colleen just finished The Last Reunion by Kate Nunn, loved it. What a great book. Melissa says, hi, Melissa. Cheryl, currently reading All We Dream by Pamela Cook. Wow, we love Pamela. Now, Dex has put up the link to the Apple Podcasts. So if you want to listen to a podcast, they're right there. And he's put that up on YouTube and on Facebook. Stacey is reading The Other Woman by Kathy Kelly and loving it too. Too many books and not enough hours. Well, absolutely. Stacey, thanks for the segue, because I've got the Kathy Kelly right here. It's called Other Women. You're right. And also, I recorded a podcast with her. Really, really great podcast. She talks about being sexually abused as a child, but also how she overcame that and kind of moved on, and how that's come back to her during the Me Too movement, and how she wanted to speak up and talk about it because she feels that would help other people. But again, talked about her books, and she's really, really delightful. Anyway, listen to the podcast. So that's out now. Oh, my goodness, there's so much going on here. Look at this beautiful cover, Secrets My Father Kept by Rachel Givney. It's new. It's World War II historical fiction from a writer and filmmaker, and it's set in Poland in 1939. War is looming, and a teenager Marie must uncover her secrets her father kept from her. Isn't that just the most beautiful book? Anyway, that's out now. All right, I'm going to get through some more comments. How are we going for time? We're going good. Leanne, I am reading A Crooked Tree by Una Mannion. Melissa just started Sweet Little Lies by Kaz Free. Sally is reading the inaugural meeting of the Fairvale Ladies Book Club, which we love. Ross is reading Star Wars. Well, that's an oldie again, but a goldie. Nerida finished Ash Mountain by Helen Fitzgerald, was disappointed in the writing style. Oh, that's a shame. I wonder if anybody else has read it. Hang on, that's my phone going. All right, Lyndall reading The Signature of All Things by Elizabeth Gilbert for my book club. I'm struggling a bit, to be honest. I think you should persevere because that is a really beautiful book. I quite liked it. I read it a few years ago now, and I think she's a great writer. So hopefully you can get through that. Let me know if anyone else has read it, and maybe you feel the same way as Lyndall or maybe the same way as me. Janine, The Coffin Maker's Garden by Stuart McBride. Linda will be reading Falling next week. Can't wait for the live event tomorrow. Yes, Friday is tomorrow. I don't know if I said that. Judy just started Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman. Love Alice Hoffman. What else have I got? Oh, Adele Parks. Here we go. A new one by Adele Parks. She is really lovely. I recorded a podcast with her a little while ago, and she came into the office back then. That was pre-COVID, and when you could have people in the office to chat with. But anyway, this is her new book. It's called Both of You. It's a domestic thriller. Two women disappear around the same time, leaving their families behind. Are they connected or are they not? And you know Adele, Just My Luck was her previous book, and Both of You is her new book. Okay, now what else have I got to tell you? I've got to tell you that I don't know if you've seen this, but we're in the Weekend Australian, every weekend, notable books. So look out for it. Do you know, I've got to say, we're super excited every week that we see it. I don't know if that's going to wear off, but at this stage, really happy to see it every week and to have the paper. Okay, what else is happening? Linda just bought Great Circle. Kathy about to start The Lost Jewels by Kirsty Manning, a random pick from her TBR list or pile. Tracy said she loves Nora Roberts. Yes, a lot of people love Nora Roberts. Okay, I have Emma Fitzgerald says she loves Fiona's crime books. Charlene, I'm currently reading the Better Reading Preview, The Good Wife of Bath by Karen Brooks, and loving it. Great. We can't wait to see your review. Maya, currently reading The Dressmaker of Yarrandara Prison by Meredith Jaff. What a wonderful book that is, and a really beautiful premise. Lynette, my favourite author is Anna Jacobs, but at the moment I'm reading the new Fiona Lowe, A Home Like Ours. We love Fiona. She's probably watching. What else have we got? Lynn, I'm reading an oldie, The Line of Beauty by Alan Hollinghurst. Can't wait to finish so I can read Mirror Man. It'll be good to catch up with Jack. The guest list is fantastic, Emma says, and Amanda is reading The End of Men. Actually, you know, that's been an interesting book because some people have really not taken to that title, but it really isn't about, man-hating. It's a fiction thriller. So let's understand that because we love men here, and I'm sure you guys love men out there as well. Annie, I'm reading The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. It's such a great read. I don't want it to end. Isn't that amazing when that happens with a book? I sometimes don't want it, I just can't read the last couple of pages because I don't want to leave the characters behind. Does that happen to you? And then sometimes I leave the characters behind, but I often think, I wonder how they are, how they're getting on, are they okay? Even though they're fiction characters, and even though it doesn't go on beyond reading, or does it? Who knows? Anyway, all right. There's so many more. She's currently reading 100 Days by Alice Pung. Beautiful book and loving it. She is such a lovely writer. Okay, so that's it for us. Jane and I will be back together next week. So thank you for joining me today. I love this segment. I love chatting with you guys. And we'll see you the same time next week. Catch you then.